And with that, we are now live, Frankie. So here we
Well,
are.
hello. We're here.
We're here. And this is what I always forget to do. I always forget to put the back end in and like the video and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
people, hello. As you can see, we're dual streaming today, guys. We got, for you
Yes.
that don't know, this is Frankie. Well, this is interesting because actually it is a dual stream. So, there's people going to be on your channel that won't know who I am, maybe. So, I can introduce you, you can
Yeah.
introduce me. So this is Frankie. She's, someone that we're looking to stream with for a while now. So her channel's
Mhm.
called Think Tank, and Sarah P as always. Look at her. She's got that link in there
Oh, hey,
already.
thanks, Sarah.
So people from
Thanks a
my
lot.
channel, make sure you get that. If you can open both, make sure you have us both open and like both our videos. But yeah,
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, hello, Dandy. Hello. It's me, Josie. We've got Shauna, Sarah. So this is Dylan from the Alternate Corner, and we are going to do a deep dive on the Karen Reed case. Now, this has got like tentacles all over the place, like we were just saying. So, we're just going to cover oh, look at that. Look at you go.
yeah.
We're just going to cover the basics in the next hour here and give everybody an idea what's going on. So, I'm new to this. And Dylan, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to his channel. He loves to do the trials, and he's awesome. So check him
Thank
out.
you. Here we are. So shoulders button. So I can see chats on both guys. So it doesn't matter which one you chat on. I can see both. So I can pull them up for both. So shoulders on both channels chatting. So hello, Sean. How are you, my darling? Hope you're well as well. So feel free to chat on both. But if you have got capabilities, you can just mute one of them and open both. And so we both get the same views and we both get the same likes and stuff like that. So that's the purpose of me trying to do dual streams. So it benefits both streamers. And that, yeah, I know a lot of people follow both of us anyway, so it's all good. But yeah,
Exactly. We
um,
even share mods.
we do. Well, I mean, yeah, we've got one joint mod. I think we've got Mexi Texi, haven't we?
Yes.
She's, but I don't know about you. She's quite lazy for me, but I think she's quite good for you. So I don't think she's here yet, so it's fine.
She'll get you. She'll
uh,
get you.
I know, I know. I like to abuse my mods. We got Josie and Sarah here as well as my mods, and Emma's a bit. She can't make it this morning, I don't think. So I'm Mexi as well, and we got. Have you met Dave Umberger before? Have you seen
Pardon me?
Dave before? Have you met Dave Umberger?
No, was Dave from yesterday? Your stream yesterday?
Yeah, he was. He was. So Dave, make sure you go and like and subscribe to Frankie. So Dave's a bit of our ladies' man. He's our ladies' man. He
Is
hands
he
out
the
roses
ah?
and stuff like that. The only time he doesn't hand them out is when you know Wendy H's here. Then he's a little bit shy. But other than that, he hands them all out. He's our ladies' man. Sarah P's popping over to Frankie's leave like and to say hello to everyone as well. So as I say, please comment on both because I can see both and put them both up as well. So uh,
That's
for your
perfect. I
comments.
like the way that they've got this set up now.
Yeah,
They make
yeah.
it easy for these dual streams. I think it's perfect. I think it's
Hmm.
perfect. You know a little bit, you've been talking more about this case. I've been kind of dealing with a
Yeah,
bunch of cases right now, but you've been you've been looking into this. And I did watch yesterday when Dave was on your
yeah,
stream, and I found that really interesting. I've been learning a lot about all the different tentacles, all the different rabbit holes that oh, there we go. Hey, Dave.
slime ball.
The ladies' man. So, yeah, I learned a lot yesterday, and I'm really hoping to be able to stream this trial as well.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be popular trial. I think every single streamer in the world is going to be streaming this trial because it's such a popular one. So that's why we're starting to get into
Mhm.
this. Is this now, and it's not nice to share some streams as well. So I do have
Mhm.
obviously we had Dave on yesterday. If you haven't seen it, it's there. It's well worth looking at it. We went. Dave is from the Boston area. He knows Turtle Boy. Dave was actually the one that released the information about the bolo out for Turtle Boy, and he goes
Okay.
into how he released all that on X and how Turtle Boy phoned him up and asked him to delete it and stuff like that. So that that's good information for us to have and break. I did expect
Absolutely.
that from him. So he's very in the know about Turtle Boy. If you don't know Turtle Boy, research it. Go and watch the video. He's up in court. He's in
Mhm.
jail at the minute, but he'll be up in court. He's not been convicted of any crime yet, so he's innocent unless proven guilty. I'm very vocal. I don't like the guy. Here's the way he does stuff. I think he's
Right.
a whack job. But until he's
Yep.
proven to be done something criminally wrong, then who are we to speak?
Yeah,
We
this
just you know
after your stream yesterday, I looked him up a little bit, and I honestly, I was like, "Whoa!" I was pretty shocked because I'd never heard of this guy before. That this is my first, and I
yeah.
mean, he's a story all on his own.
And you can't do the Karen Reid story without him because he could be involved in it. He's probably going to. There's talk that he might testify and stuff like that as well as part of the case. So you know,
Okay.
we have to discuss him a little bit, but he's not the main part of the
So
story.
is he a journalist? Is he a streamer that calls
So
himself a journalist? How does that
so
work?
I hold him in regard like he's a journalist, but everyone will think differently. Depends who we speak to. But Dave, interestingly, who does know him, said he's not a journalist. He's a blogger.
Okay. So
And I
no
think that's important.
credentials.
Yeah, I mean, he would call himself a sorry, journalist maybe. I don't know, but
Right.
like technically, you could call yourself a journalist. I could call myself a journalist to a
Right.
certain extent,
Yeah.
but I'm not a journalist. So
Yeah.
Dave popped in. Um, so yeah, I mean, but ultimately, he's a blogger. He's been on YouTube, and
Okay.
his journalistic
Okay.
tactics are for me questionable, but he does get things done as well. So
Well,
depends
based
what he
on
does.
those charges, if any of that is accurate, if any of that is, yeah, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing, you
No,
know, because there
no,
is a time that we really have to be careful because things will interrupt these cases. You get somebody else that's voicing a total other side, whether it's accurate or it's not. Um, it damages these cases,
yeah. And
you know?
this is what we discussed yesterday. Not just Turtle Boy. I think Turtle Boy gets a bad rep to a certain extent because you got
Okay.
him. But I know that you might like this person, but the other side of it is Jennifer Coffindaffer, who is a complete opposite of Karen is guilty. She's guilty. She's guilty, and that causes just as much damage, if anything. She
Absolutely.
justifies it by saying she's not from the area. She's just putting stuff out there, but no, it still causes a lot of damage. So, and she's putting out a lot of false information. So I don't want it to just be about Turtle Boy. I don't like the way he does things, but I also don't like the way that Jennifer does it either. Um,
Right.
so there's two sides to every story. So it's not just
Okay.
one side or the other. My stance always has
Yeah.
been I wait till trial to see all the evidence, and she is, and in fairness, Turtle Boy is innocent unless proven guilty. And I think
As
that's
always.
important
Yeah.
to remember. Hi,
Yeah.
Emma. Hope you're well, Emma. Right, let's get into this a little bit then. So, because some people might not know about this case, I know I did a little bit on this a few weeks ago. Mexi said that she didn't know anything. So, what I'm going to do is share here. Here we go. Sarah P is coming. What's she saying now? Too much media influence on these cases. People are tried in the media and don't seem to get a fair trial a lot of times. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
We can see that
I
from
agree
Alex
as well.
Murdoch, and Brian Kohlberg is the same now. This that's actually quite a sensible answer for Sarah P because she's not normally that bright. Do you know what I mean? She's normally one of those. I don't know. She talks shit normally. She swears a lot. Sarah P swears a lot on my channel,
Yeah.
so she gets me in trouble a lot. I'm joking. She's not. She's good as gold. She's outstanding. She's a great mod. I like to take the piss out of her though, but she's fantastic.
You
All the mods
gotta.
are fantastic. My mods are all fantastic, but I never say that to them. Hi, Dennis. I know
I
Sandra's.
also have the best of the mods. I
Yes.
lucked out, let me tell you.
I think we all left out. But Sandra's here. Sandra watched the video last night, and thank you for taking time to watch the video, Sandra. Lovely to see you, my darling. Hello, Sandra. Right, so I'm going to get. So shout out Sleuthy Goosey on X. She's the one that has created this. So I'll
Okay.
show some of you who've seen this before. I will share the link of it in chat for you guys. I'm not sure if this will go over to yours, Frankie. If not,
She
let me know.
she
Um,
did great here, Sleuthy Goosey. This is phenomenal.
mhm. So I'll zoom in here a little bit because the part we need is here. So, and there's a lot of charts and stuff like that, and I don't trust them. But Sleuthy's I do trust because I know the
Mhm.
time and effort she puts into it all. So,
You bet.
look at the times, everything, and she corrects stuff if anything changes. She's got like timeline here, who's who, witnesses. There's just so much, all the
Great
documents.
job.
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of work going into it. Um,
Yeah.
so we start back here now, right, on 2013, because this is where O'Keefe, his sister,
Mhm.
Kristen passes away. So this is part of the story. Um, that people may not know. So, and his brother-in-law Stephen passed away the next year, and then his I think niece and nephew were then he became their legal guardian essentially. So
Okay.
from when they both died, he then looked after them, which is you just got to applaud the guy for doing that, taking that kind of stuff on. So they're
Yeah.
a part of this, and I'm not really sure an update on them. Um, this is about the dog that's in question. Um,
The dog that's in question.
the dog. So there's a dog involved in this that people are accusing of. Um, the dog is actually is the reason that John O'Keefe died, and not Karen Reid. So we'll get into that.
Okay.
Because again, there's in my unless something's been updated, I don't think there's any. This you'll see some of the pictures. It looks like maybe a dog was involved, but there's no proof.
Okay.
Um, um, and then this is where Coffin Duffer comes into it as well because she
Okay.
is of the impression. Well, she says in one of the videos I'll play in a bit that the dog has been tested. The um, the labs have tested John O'Keefe. There was no dog DNA on John O'Keefe at all. Now she came out a couple of weeks ago and said the dog is not being sold, as Emma says. The dog is in a safe house, ready for trial. Which I'm like, this is bizarro world. So I have no
Yeah.
idea. I have no idea what's going on. I I don't trust Jennifer, so I don't know what's true, what's not. So I'm not going with any
Yeah.
of it. I don't have a clue.
I honestly, I do not pay attention to a lot of that stuff. I do my own research and come up with
Mhm. Yeah,
you pretty much you have to do your own deep dives on these cases because like you said, there's so many different opinions.
yeah, yeah. That's what I do. I never listen to anybody. Um, so here we go. Nicole Albert meets her sister Julie. So this is the evening, I believe. Timeline of the evening. Jesus, 28th of January, 2022. So 7:30. Nicole Albert. We don't know who all these people are yet. Well, we sort of do because Dave will cover it. But Nicole Albert meets her sister Julie, daughter Tristan, and her boyfriend out at dinner at the waterfall bar. So victim John O'Keefe walks in to the bar with you. So essentially, what's happened here is they went out that night.
Mhm.
And what this is trying to outline is who was out that night. So some of the key players like Michael Cameron, Julie, all these, they just basically say where they were at different times, essentially. Um, Jennifer and Matt
Okay.
McCabe meets Nicole and Sister Julie. So they were in a couple of bars. Essentially, Karen Reid was drinking. She receives a shot glass with clear liquid in it. Um, so basically, she was drinking, drink driving that evening,
Okay.
allegedly. based on this
Uh-huh.
and based on what the videos are telling us and stuff like that. You can see she receives a shot glass, clear liquid again and again, um, and all this stuff. Um, so the victim's niece, so this is John O'Keefe's niece, goes to sleep
Okay.
11 o'clock. Um, right,
There's a lot of players in this case.
there's a lot of players, and it's just too much for us to go through everything because people need to do their own research on this. Essentially, it's just too many people, and we
Right.
haven't got that much time today. So I'm just why I'm rushing it. Not rushing it, but I'm trying to get to the uh, biggest bits. Right, so this is more stuff. Oh, I thought someone was there. Hang on.
Deleted data.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff, shady stuff here as well. I'm just trying to say. So basically, Jennifer
Yeah.
drives. She drives to 34 Fairview, right? Um,
Hmm.
oops, damn, I lost that one. That is 12:18 a.m. So the next morning, um, she was placed there. Um, so she's told to pull behind the victim, pull behind me. So to John O'Keefe, Jennifer McCabe, who's another player, she texts them to say, pulling behind me outside the house party, basically. Um, and then here we are. So she searches for stuff here, um, call logs, things like that, interview statement, observes black SUV, hang on. Um, so she's calling John O'Keefe at this point to say, where are you? What's going on? Stuff like that.
Okay.
This is Jennifer McCabe, not Karen Reid, obviously. He's not
Uh-huh.
answering. And then she deletes that. Um, they observe the black SUV pull away and leave, so presume that's Karen Reid. They can't get hold of him
Yeah.
in this time frame. Um, all guests leave the Albert residence at 34 Fairview at 1 a.m., which I'm not sure that's okay. Okay, Brian Higgins leaves 34, fine. Jennifer McCabe leaves, okay. So Jennifer's been accused of doing a lot of text messaging and then deleting stuff. So you can see that
Yeah.
in some of these. Um, and she does the inter search for how long to die in cold, which is
Whoa.
not, that's at 2:27. Um, victim's niece is woken up by Karen Reid, 4:30. So they notice that John hasn't come back. John O'Keefe
Yeah.
hasn't come back, so they phone Jennifer McCabe. Um, and this is where it gets a bit like they go and search. So searches, delete history. They call the victim, delete it, and stuff like that. So
Lot of deleted.
yes, there's also video footage of Karen Reid backs out of the victim's garage and striking the victim's park. So there's a piece of glass from the brake light that they're saying um, is the reason that she killed him because of the brake light smashed to John Keefe, but a video allegedly shows that she lost the glass because of backing into John Keefe's car. So there's some confusion on that, basically.
Okay.
Um, just trying to see because I've not looked at this properly. I know there's more info come out recently, so I'm not sure if she's updated this stuff. So essentially, they go over there and they go looking for
Look at
him.
all the deleted, deleted, deleted.
Yeah, yeah,
That's never a good look.
no, and that's from Jennifer McCabe. That's not even someone they've said she's done nothing wrong here. They've asked for her
Right.
phone and stuff like that now. So the first officer on scene arrives at 6:04 a.m. So they would have found him in that kind of area
Right.
timeline. And then it all goes in, and you can see for yourself all these calls, deleted history, deleted data searches,
Yeah.
and it's all like Jennifer McCabe, so it doesn't look
Yeah.
good. Does not
No,
look
it
good.
does not.
You know, so it's calls going back and forward. I think you could, as I say to everybody, I'm not going to go through all this now, but essentially that's what it's been alleged, that she went over there, and it's alleged that Jennifer McCabe drove her and her niece, the niece, and also Karen Reid over there. And once they came to the house,
Hmm.
Karen Reid allegedly found the body straight away, which people are seeing as dubious, that she found it straight away, because
Okay.
Jennifer McCabe saying, "Oh, I couldn't see her. I couldn't see the body, but she could." So there's a lot of back and forward
A
here.
lot.
There's a bit of
Okay.
sketchiness. So anyway, so that's that bit. I want to play a video, right? Because it explains stuff a lot better than I do
Okay.
on some of these things. So hang on, bear with me.
Absolutely. Wow. I had
Mhm.
no idea there was so much going on with this case.
No. Um, Hold on, this
There's
is it.
CCTV footage of her backing into another vehicle, causing a
Yeah,
break in the tail light.
yeah.
Okay.
So I got that as well. So, but again, does it? Does it show it? Like I don't. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Um, I think it's one of these things that you can interpret the way you want to interpret it. Is how I'd say it. So
Right.
um, let me share screen here. This is Core TV, so we let this play for a little bit. Um,
I see that.
Michael
Yeah.
Proctor, the state police trooper, being accused of planting evidence outside 34 Fairview Road, was never at Fairview Road on the day of the incident. Proctor and his state police partner traveled together the entire day while other officers were processing 34 Fairview. Trooper Proctor was not there and did not plant evidence at 34 Fairview Road. In addition to having no opportunity to plant the evidence, as has been suggested, Proctor would have no motive to do so. Trooper Proctor had no close personal relationship with any of the parties involved in the investigation and had no conflict. And he had no reason to step out of this investigation. Every suggestion to the contrary is a lie.
That's the Norfolk County DA,
Wow.
the prosecution of Karen Reid. A public video that was released, very unusual, but again, this is a very unusual case in what's been happening. And there's been this groundswell up there in Canton and in the area, and there's been fingers pointed at people, including this Trooper Proctor. And you heard the DA say, listen, he didn't plant evidence, he wasn't even there, and he's not connected to anyone that was in the house or any of the parties involved here. Well, the defense is saying something completely different. But let's begin by taking a look at the Commonwealth's statement of the case. Okay, so this is from the prosecution side. They say in this, Trooper Michael Proctor and Sergeant Yuri Buchanek were among the troopers whom responded to the scene and began interviewing witnesses. So this trooper, very important part of the defense case, according to the Commonwealth's statement of the case, was there. Then today in court, Alan Jackson went a little further to outline evidence that he believes shows that Trooper Proctor's and his family is connected to the parties involved here. Take a listen.
Wow.
We've established that there is a close personal relationship between and among Michael Proctor and obviously Elizabeth Proctor and these third-party culprits that have been implicated in this case that we've brought to the court's attention, the Alberts and the McCabes. So he calls the evidence that we've procured and that we've presented to the court as lies. Well, let's look at those lies for a quick second. We have presented the court with photographic evidence, not something that we came up with, something they came up with. Photographs in Exhibit C in our moving papers. And I'll just cover a couple of those. There's a photograph that we presented that shows Trooper Proctor's mother, the person by the name of Colin Albert, pictured in the photograph, with Trooper Proctor's sister pictured in the photograph, with Chris Albert pictured in the photograph, and with Jennifer McCabe's own daughter depicted in the photograph. They're all together at a birthday party. These are close and immediate family members of the Proctor family, the Albert family, and the McCabe family, and they're all together and they're socializing. That's not a lie, it's a photograph. And it's unassailable evidence of that relationship. There's a second photograph of Trooper Proctor and Colin Albert in a wedding party together. And I would urge the court to note, they're not at a wedding together, they're in a wedding together, in the wedding party. There's a third photograph.
And when was that? When was that? When was that?
2012. So this relationship, as the court just noted, and I was about to get to in a second, is not just days old, months old, weeks old. This relationship is decades old between these families. There's another photograph that the court has seen, Trooper Proctor literally on the dance floor with Colin Albert. Trooper Proctor was seated at the same table having dinner with Colin Albert, Chris Albert, and Chris Albert's wife. But I would highlight the last point that I think should be highlighted for the court's attention, and that's the Facebook post. Trooper Proctor's mother refers to the Albert family as the Proctor's second family. So one might actually ask Mr. Morrissey, who's actually lying in this case?
Okay, so now.
So do you understand that? Obviously, we'll get back into it now, and we'll get back into it. So the lead detective, the trooper, on the state is saying he doesn't know them, they're not involved. Where the defense are like, yeah, you did, because you're in your family knows these families involved. So
Yeah.
the cover up. So,
And this is a well-to-do people again, isn't it? People with power.
Yeah, essentially,
Wow.
yeah. I don't know how much power, but also they're all on the police side. Do you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. It's just one of these things that I hate. Why didn't he just recuse himself and then it's fine? So now, in my mind, you already got reasonable doubt on the legitimacy of this case and this trial, and so
wow. Vinny.
Vinny, yeah.
Apparently.
She broke her tail apparently on Keith's car when she went. We'll have a look at it now. But I don't think it's clear and obvious that she did do that.
Let's take a look at this visually, because he's throwing a lot of names out there, and it's a little confusing. So I want to make it a little less confusing. So the Proctors are that's the trooper. But what is his connection to the Alberts and the McCabes, et cetera? But who are these people? So this is the house where John O'Keefe was found dead on the lawn, okay? The owners of the house are Brian Albert and Nicole Albert. They are married. Now, Brian Albert has a brother named Chris who's married to Julie. They have a son named Colin. So Colin is an important name in all of this. Chris, Julie, again, brother of Brian Albert. Brian Albert and Nicole, they have children, Caitlin Albert, Brian Albert Jr., and then there's a friend of theirs, Julie Nagel. Then you look at Nicole Albert, her sister, another important name in all of this, Jennifer McCabe. Jennifer McCabe, who's married to Matt McCabe. So this is the house. So the night that John O'Keefe got out of the car in front of the house and either went to the party or was murdered or run over by Karen Reed, who was in the house? Take a look. This is what's alleged here. Brian Albert's there. Nicole is there. Chris and Julie are not there, but their son, Colin, is there, which is Brian's nephew. Their kids are there. Brian Albert Jr., Caitlin, and their friend Julie. Also there, very significant, is Jennifer McCabe and Matt McCabe. All of this, trying to understand the names, the relationships, and does it all lead to some conspiracy, bias, framing, planning evidence? Let's bring in our guests. Joining us in New York City, attorney, podcaster Melanie Little is with us. In Boston, Massachusetts, criminal defense attorney and author of the books Super Predators and Law and the Tough on Crime Myth, Peter Ellikin is with us. And down in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, retired FBI special agent Jennifer Koffendorfer. Great to have everyone here. All right, Melanie, I'll begin with you. So is the defense really predicated on the fact that Trooper Proctor, who was at a wedding and his family is close with the Alberts, is literally planting evidence to literally frame Karen Reed for murder? Is that what the defense is saying here, Melanie?
I think that's exactly what they're saying, and they're also saying that there are a lot of questions of fact here. You know, if Trooper Proctor, who was the lead investigator,
I hate to interrupt you. I just want to preface our entire conversation tonight. I'm not concerned about reasonable doubt. Okay, reasonable doubt. I want to know about the truth tonight, because the defense is saying John O'Keefe was murdered by people in that house, and the prosecution saying he was murdered by Karen Reed. So I want to look at these as two cases and evaluate what's going on here. Let's begin with the defense case. So Melanie, go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you. But I understand this is a case that's going to be tough with reasonable doubt. But I want to get to the truth tonight. So what do you see in terms of these relationships? Is that enough? Like someone would do this? Frame this woman?
Well, I can't see why anybody would find it so beyond the pale that it could never actually happen. I mean, if it is true that Michael Proctor, who's the lead investigator on this case, has close ties to the Albert family and to the McCabe family, everyone inside that house was a relative except for one person. So if the defense can show that there are close second family type ties between everyone in that house and the lead investigator on this case, that could be something that definitely could lead to reasonable doubt. I know you don't want to go there, but
yeah,
that's exactly
again, I'm not concerned about the reasonable doubt tonight. Not tonight. When we get to the trial, I'll get to it. I'm trying to figure out the truth here, Peter, because I've got Alan Jackson, a former prosecutor who was amazing out in California, jumping up and down literally on the courtroom steps, telling us that the prosecution has it all wrong. The DA has this all wrong, and that it's the police who are responsible here.
Well, yeah, first of all, I'd say that there was such a conflict of interest here. Even the appearance of bias, I don't know why Trooper Proctor was in charge of this investigation. There's just too many times we saw that we just.
Well, the defense is saying he's in charge because he's framing Karen Reed. That's why. He's not going to give up the lead on this because he's got to save, his friend and his friend's son and whoever else they're going to allege did this and frame somebody for this.
Yeah, and I guess that's. I think we've all been seeing enough cases over the years that it's not absolutely beyond the pale that some police officer may.
Well, what do you think so far, Franky?
So, am I understanding this right? Not only was everybody in that house kind of related or tied together at some point, but also the lead cop is part of. Oh,
So
no.
I don't think he's related. What they're saying is that, I think some of their children, one of the sets of children were at one of their weddings, and they've been at weddings together, wedding parties, they're close.
Okay.
I wouldn't say they're not besties or anything, but they know each other. Do you know what I mean? So,
he should really be removing himself.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, I totally agree. I just wanted your, because basically the state they're making, they try to say they're not close friends, but they're acquaintances. They know each other. So.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah, I agree. Aaron Hack is in the house. Do you know Aaron Hack at all, Franky? Do you know Aaron?
Don't. I don't know Aaron.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing that you don't know her. So no, Erin's lovely. I mean, she gives me abuse every stream, but she's absolutely lovely.
Nice.
But Emma, this is Franky. This is from Think Tank. So I'm sure you'll go and subscribe and everything. Yeah. Erin is really nice. You'll like Erin. Whole cop fraternity thing is pretty tight. Yes, and that's the other thing.
Okay.
The fraternity of cops. I mean, they're all cops and they're all going to side together,
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. So is this happening in a small town or a larger city? What is what kind of area is this going on
It's a
in?
it's a it's a suburb of Boston, so it's in Boston, obviously, but it's like a
It
suburb
isn't.
of Boston.
Okay.
It's on the outskirts. Canton. So I'm not sure how big Canton is or anything like that, but um,
Okay.
it was interesting talking to. Oh, thanks, Emma. I am God. Thank you. It was interesting to talk to Dave because he's from that area, and
Yes.
he's saying about you know how he thinks it's a bubble. It's a huge thing there. So he's quite
Right.
surprised that it's getting bigger everywhere else. And he's Jesus, and he's seeing it. So sorry,
There's so much
I'm
corruption all over the place that, nothing shocks me anymore
Mhm.
with, yeah, there's just so much corruption. And when it comes to, I don't care, judges, cops, any of those type of people, if they have any kind of affiliation, knowledge, what have you, they need to be removed because they will come in with a bias.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't quote me on this, but there's something about this judge as well. They're trying to get rid of this judge, and that
Okay.
she's got some bias as well, but she refuses to remove herself. But I don't actually know the details of that, so I can't really speculate too much on that.
Okay.
Erin Hack is on a break from YouTube, with the exception of a couple of cases I'm following here and there. That's fine, Erin. It's fine because you are everywhere, so you deserve a break. You've had it up and down, but Erin had. Oh, actually, Frankie, in the stream the other day, Erin was in the yesterday. Erin was actually in the chat with us, so she was there.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Erin, I did say on my other streams I was grateful that you were there, so thank you very much for
Does
that.
she
I
have a
did
channel
appreciate it.
as well?
She doesn't know. I mean, she hasn't got time for the channel. She supports like 50 different channels, so she's
Oh,
everywhere.
wow.
She's a busy
Yeah.
girl, busy girl.
Busy
Um,
girl.
so fair play, Erin. We all need sometimes. There will be. I don't think there is a minute, Erin. There will be. I'm going to put all these documents in there, Erin, so then you can
I better do the
deep
same.
dive.
I'll add to my
Yeah,
Discord as well.
yeah. Josie, corruption knows no bounds. Don't forget to hit the hand. Where's Mexi Texi? I was thinking she's lurking somewhere. I'm not sure where she is this morning.
She's been really busy at work
I know she
with
has. I like to
with the
tease
real
her.
life stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I talk to Mexi every day, and even I've been hit and miss with her. So
No, we
yeah,
take
we'll have
that.
to give her a hard time.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. Right, let's see what else they've got to say. And I will put a caveat here for everybody. Just remember, take what some of these guys say with a pinch of salt, because um, no worries, Erin. I'll do it now for you. I'll do it now. Um, as I've said, I was critical of Turtle Boy, as you guys know, but he's innocent unless proven guilty. I'm just as critical of, you know, Jennifer Coffin Daffer because she spreads
Right.
love. Take what I'm not just to Frankie, but everybody else. Please take what um, these guys say.
Emma.
They've got sides. They've got sides. Okay, so take you with a pinch of salt as well.
Hmm.
Frankie, this is our real life. What happened yesterday with these guys?
Right.
That's something to do with you, then, I would presume.
Oh, what happened yesterday with that? Do you know what? I'll be looking into that a little bit later, Tony. They're actually back in court right now, but I'm going to be streaming the Jennifer Dulos case after we're done up here. But I'm going to afterwards also touch on that case again because this guy's defending himself, and it's like, oh, wow. And it does look like there's a possibility again of some possible corruption happening. So,
Yeah. Aaron Hackdell said mean things about you. No, I did not. Yes, it was him. I miss her
I
also.
know.
Small bus. It's important to see TV theory. So, but yeah, it's look. I'm open minded to watch anything. What I say, same thing with
Absolutely.
Turtle Boy. Take what Turtle Boy says with a pinch of salt. Do not believe what he says. Take that. Do what you want with it. Same with Coffin Dapper. Take what you want with it. You shouldn't believe anything these guys are saying unless it's court documents and things that will be in court.
Yeah.
Because again,
Always. always do your own research.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So I don't mind playing the area at all. It's just I would caveat in the same way as I caveat this video with Jennifer Coffin. Do not take it with a grain of salt.
As gospel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's watch a little bit more of this then.
May not be truthful. So,
wait, there's a difference, though. This is a difference between not being truthful, forgetting something, and literally taking evidence and putting it somewhere so you can frame someone for murder, take away their liberty, and put them in jail for the rest of their life. This is different
Would you
than
do
just
that to
making a
protect a
mistake.
friend? Do that to protect a friend, though, or your long-term friends with the family? We saw it goes way, way back, and his mother is saying that the Alberts are a second family to her, and we have one of the family members, Jennifer McCabe, going to his house. Who goes to a state trooper's house, personal home to go chat with them, and it's not even reported in any paperwork. So with those kinds of biased ties, would there be a motive? Could anybody do that to protect their friends, to protect people you've known for years? And that's why when the DA here has said that it's a lie if you see any connection between him and the family, the facts just don't bear that out.
Yeah, that was baffling. And I'm glad you mentioned that. Let's take a listen to Alan Jackson today talking about that meeting on September 25th of last year.
On September 25th, 2023, that one of those family members, Jennifer McCabe, was the subject of great interest in this case and a primary person of interest in this case, is invited to Trooper Proctor's personal home for some sort of off-the-books meeting. They've now admitted that Jennifer McCabe, a central character in the middle of this investigation, in the middle of this crime, was secretly meeting and or socializing with the lead investigator and or his wife in the living room of their home. And that, Your Honor, is a problem.
Okay, Jennifer, let me ask you, should we be concerned, when I say we, the public, that the DA comes out and says there's no relationship with the family here, Proctor had nothing to do with what was going on that day, and it seems that that's not necessarily true, and then McCabe going to Proctor's house? I mean, should there be some concern here?
I think it's very important to truly understand the relationship. Brian Albert, who lived in the house where this incident occurred out in the front, his brother's wife's sister was friends with Proctor's sister. Okay, that's how far removed. I just hope your audience, the attorneys,
one more time. Okay. We'll do it together.
Brother's wife's sister was friends with Proctor's sister. Okay, that's how far removed. In other words, I could tell you, I have no idea who my sister-in-law's sister's friends are. I mean, there's no way. I couldn't tell you one of them. I don't even know my sister-in-law's friends. And we're very close. So my point is, this is how far removed it is. And then it's, again, Proctor's sister. Trooper Proctor and Brian Albert, the home again. They had never even met each other. The pictures you're showing are his brother's family. And again, that's through this, removed relationship. So I think it's very important to understand that just because you have a Proctor there and an Albert there, they're not the same family unit. Second of all, everybody's forgetting about Brian Higgins. That chart, you're missing the ATF agent that was there. And that's very important too. So to have this conspiracy work, we have to have a Boston police officer, Canton Police, EMS, an ATF agent, the medical examiner's office, the district attorney, and the state police all combined to do this huge conspiracy against who? Nothing against Karen Reed, but who is Karen Reed? Karen Reed is no one special other than she was dating in a relationship that was falling apart, the victim deceased.
Okay, everyone stay where you are. We've got to hit a quick break. We've got to hit a quick break. When we
He's
come back,
heated.
much more.
Only on Court TV.
Today.
The neighborhood, and is going to walk you through the story again. It's a very complicated story. And again, there's actually two stories we're talking about at the same time. What the prosecution says happened, what the defense says happened. Take a look.
We're here in Canton, Massachusetts. This is just outside of Boston. And on January 28, 2022, Karen Reed and John O'Keefe went out drinking. They went drinking here at the Waterfall Bar and Grill. Later that night, they decided to meet up with a couple of friends that were at a bar down the street. It's about a block away now, and they make their way over here to C.F. McCarthy's Bar and Grill, and they meet up with Jennifer and Matthew McCabe. Around midnight, the bars begin to close, so everybody is invited back to Jennifer's sister's house, which, according to GPS, is about an 8-minute drive. Let's go check it out. They eventually make their way here to Fairview Road in Canton and at this house. This house was owned by Brian and Nicole Albert. At the time, Brian was a good friend of theirs and also a police officer. Now, what happens next is what this case is all about. Prosecutors say that the couple actually got into a fight, and when O'Keefe exited the car, Karen Reed backed over him, leaving him to die in the curb here in front of this house during the snowstorm. Police collected a lot of evidence at the scene, including what appeared to be a broken cocktail glass with blood around it, and also a broken taillight. Now, Reed says when she pulled up to the house here, she wanted to know if the couple was really invited. It was late at night. So she watched John O'Keefe walk up to the front door over there. And when he didn't return to the car and didn't return her phone call, that's when she said she went to his house and fell asleep. The next morning, Karen Reed hasn't heard from John. So she starts making phone calls, and then she comes back here to the last place she says that she saw him, over at this house on Fairview. And that's when he's discovered, lying in the snow dead. Now, Reed's defense says a very different story. They say that John was actually beaten up in the basement of this house and attacked by the family dog. They claim that he was dragged outside and left in the snow to die. Now, being here on Fairview Road in Canton, a few things come to mind. Why didn't someone see anything? Because the neighborhood, it's fairly dense. The houses are close together. But you have to keep in mind that this happened in January, in the middle of the night, and it was also a snowstorm, whiteout conditions. Now, another key for the defense is the snowplow driver who said that he cleared Fairview Road here the morning that John O'Keefe was found dead. He claims that he didn't see a body in the road or near the road.
Okay, all my guests back with us, Melanie Little, Peter Ellikin, and Jennifer Koffendorfer. Melanie, which case is easier to prove? That he was murdered in the house or that he was murdered by Karen Reed?
I have so many questions. I think it's easier to prove that he was murdered in the house.
Tell me why.
In my opinion. I mean, where's the dog? Where's the dog? I saw the photos of John Proctor's right arm that were taken at his autopsy. They have what clearly looks to me to be like animal scratches on them. All of a sudden, the family dog of 7 years, they had a German Shepherd in the house. The family dog is gone. They rehomed the dog. The dog is missing. The dog's DNA cannot be tested to see if those were, in fact, animal scratches. You know, there's a cocktail glass allegedly on the lawn. They never searched the inside of the house. Why did they never go inside the house to see if they had those type of glasses inside the house? Why was the basement flooring ripped up? The house was sold. Why did this police officer who owned the house and his wife never come out of their house to look at the scene when there is a dead police officer on their lawn? I have so many questions. And I think at the end of the day, the jury is going to have to decide the facts. And if we have so many questions from looking at these facts, I think a jury is going to have a lot of questions too.
Jennifer, which case is easier to prove?
Oh, without a doubt, the case that he was hit by Karen Reed. She had the motive. These are not dog scratches. That is
What's the motive? That's what
Yeah.
you know.
said by
So that annoys me when they do this.
two medical examiners, separate medical examiners that examined him. Also, there were samples sent to a lab in California to test for non-human or canine DNA. Negative.
Right. I don't know if
Oh,
that's true. I don't know if that's true. I
okay.
don't know.
Okay.
I'm unable to verify that.
I don't know what to make of those scratches.
Yeah, I got more pictures of scratches. I'll show it to you now after this one. But I'm not sure. So people are calling her out to say that she just lied there about it.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
don't know if she like that's ballsy. If she's an ex-FBI on national
Yeah.
TV saying that there's no DNA from a dog on it. So if that's a
I hope
lie,
she's
that's
not
ballsy.
BSing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I know. Right, I know then.
So I find it so interesting that people want to look at a picture and all of a sudden they're medical examiners, they're doctors with PhDs, and they can say these are dog scratches. Second to the point there,
Here we go.
the
This is the video.
Brian Albert, they sold their house months and months after that. Also, they had a leak downstairs in the basement that resulted in quite a lot of damage, and that's why the flooring was replaced.
That's where it says it hit. That's where they say
Okay.
it hit. So if you look
Okay.
at it carefully, hi Tim. Hang on.
Resulted in quite a lot of damage, and that's why the
There. That's where they're saying people who are for Karen Reid say that's where the hit happened.
Okay.
But
I'm surprised that the other vehicle doesn't seem to move. You know, if
no,
she's actually hitting it, I don't see it get bumped.
yeah, this is what I mean. So
flooring was replaced. As far as the dog, Chloe got into a fight with another dog in that neighborhood. And during that fight, one of the neighbors went to.
so you know, I mean, people are
I
going to
don't know.
believe what they
Looks
want to believe. Yeah, people are going to believe what they want to believe in this one. So,
absolutely.
yeah, so take a let's just say take a look at yourselves. That looks intact to me, but hey, you know,
separate the two dogs and was scratched or bitten, and it was decided amongst the people that they would go ahead and rehome the dog as opposed to making an even larger deal out of it. So there are very logical explanations, but these are the types of innuendos that have been completely blown up.
that's good of her. Yeah, Josie. As well, I agree with Josie what she says. They had said the DNA found Zach's found blood all over the news. People are like, yeah, I just think it's
They
dangerous,
sure do.
and I can't verify. As I said, I cannot verify whether she's lying or not.
So there's
About
no documents to back up what she's saying.
not that I've seen either way. Either way, I like no. So I don't know. So I've
Okay.
not found anything. So right,
Yeah.
let me show you this quickly then, Frankie, because I know you got a trial as well. There's two things I'll do here. This is actually from Perry. Perry, but the
Perry,
lovely Perry
okay.
sent me this. So
Nice.
these are the.
Oh,
So you could go in a little bit there. Whoopsie.
wow. So is this the only place for this type of injuries?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, here we are. Good morning, Wendy H. The lovely
Hello,
Wendy H.
hello.
This is now Dave Umberger's going to behave now. So,
I don't know what to
small
think of
amount in the
this.
system. Yeah, neither do I. I mean, when I first looked at it, I didn't think that it was dog scratches, from being honest. But I'm not a dog expert, so I have no idea what it is.
To
If it's not
me,
that, what is it?
honestly, it looks more like wound. Like this looks like something well, I've got a Roddy and she plays hard. And I end up with scratches and bruising. I don't end up with punctures like that, but that looks like a bite.
Hmm. There we are. You know, as I say, I'm not.
This doesn't look like scratches from a vehicle, in my personal opinion. This doesn't.
No, it doesn't. 100%. He didn't get that from her knocking him down. Do you know what I mean? There's no way. But at the same
No.
time, I'd push back and say, is it really dog stuff as well? You know, so
Look at that.
yeah. So this is why it's interesting. Go on.
So this is Coffindoffer is saying that these are more like a vehicle strike than a dog bite. Is that what she's trying to say?
I don't know. I don't think she's saying that. I think she's saying it's more about it's caused from him being outside, so whether he was dragged slightly or whether it was glass on the floor that caused it and stuff like that. So I think that's what they're getting at.
Wow.
So I don't
That
know.
that puncture there looks like a bite.
So
Personal opinion, I've been bit more than, I love my animals, so you end up getting little wounds. But I don't see this looking like he got struck by a vehicle or drugged. I don't see scrapes, scratches.
yeah.
How interesting is that? Well, thank you to Perry.
Yeah. So, he put it in my Discord ages ago. They're all out there. There's loads of pictures out there you can delve into as well. So to have a look at. Right.
Wow.
Sarah P's a nurse.
Wow.
She says that's not road rash, at least none I've ever seen. And I've seen also she's into kinky stuff as well. She's into biting and stuff. Sarah P is so. She'd know. Wendy H, my lovely Wendy H. So if you don't know Wendy H is another Erin Hack. She's a big supporter of people. This is the think tank, Wendy.
Nice
So
to meet you, Wendy.
Please subscribe. And she is Canadian, but we don't hold that against her, so it's fine. She does a lot of trials and deep dives as well, guys. So yeah. So we support Franky.
Same with everybody that is from my channel. Make sure you do. We do have the alternate corner in the description, so look them up, subscribe, like, and share.
Thank you very much. Right, so we wouldn't be here unless it was small bus time. We got Erin Hack time. So this is a video. This is not the video I was going to play. Hello to our lovely Franky. Wendy is so nice.
Hello, Wendy.
So
Hello.
Nice. Right, let me present this. This is from Erin Hack. So God knows what this video is going to be. God knows. I mean, Jesus. This could be anything. Right. Share screen. This is Turtle Boy by Erin Hack. So So this is his theory. So hang on, let me.
And this is Turtle Boy.
Yes. So same caveat. Why? I don't have permission, but it's on YouTube though, isn't it?
Still got to be careful. Still got to be really, really careful.
I won't play it then because.
Is it off his channel?
Yeah, it's off his channel. That's why I'm surprised that you couldn't play it because.
I'd be careful.
I won't play it then, but I mean that's surprising that either wouldn't want this out there. But I won't play it out of abundance
but it is out there.
Caution. It is out there. But I'd be very surprised that I'd get into trouble for it because I won't play it, but I'd be surprised if he wouldn't want it to be played.
I usually, if I want to play somebody that's got their own channel, I contact them first, just so I don't get myself in trouble.
I just play him. If it's on YouTube, I always Commons, whatever you call it. I always play it. But I won't play this one because I don't know the guy, so I'll play it safe, as Erin says. So, who's put puke emoji? Oh yeah, that's Wendy. That's fine. Right, I have got another video here, so I'll play it quickly. This is a different one. You can play the Turtle Boy one in your own time, but with that one, same with every other video, take it with a pinch of salt. Do not make any decisions on it. Here she is, lazy as hell. Here she is.
Oh, there we go, Maxie. Good morning, my friend.
Your years must be burning, Maxine. Years must be burning. We were being very nice about you just now. YouTube. Let me get another one. I got another video. This is a bit more clear. Jesus, not that one. This one I think will show the car a bit clearer. So we'll play this one. I won't play the whole video. I'll just play a snippet of it.
Okay.
Where's it gone? Karen Reed or what, isn't it? Yeah. Here, is this the one? No, it's not the one. It's not that one. I think it's this one. Bear with me. Let me go to it. Here we go. Yes, I got it here. Right. Well, I'll just play this. We've seen it, but we'll see it a little bit more here. Share screen. So yeah, here we go again. So it's a bit closer this time.
Tail light or something like that, and they were
Okay.
match that. That's circumstantial evidence of potentially guilt. But at the same time, you got to put Karen Reed in the driver's seat at the time of the incident in question, as opposed to her car just potentially being used or a car.
So
I don't see that other vehicle bump,
no.
which I would expect to see, I think.
Oh, I think you're right. But some people will say that it's just small glass, so it would break without a bump. But again, I think this is one of those examples where if you're on Karen Reed's side, it 100% broke. If you're on the other side, no way did it break. Do you know what I mean? So
Okay.
you just got to make your mind. I think so.
Absolutely.
So
just because, I mean, if she happened to bump that, I don't see a bump, but I mean, that's just me. That still doesn't mean that this dog attack didn't happen regardless. I mean, it can both.
No. Yeah. So what they're saying is that the state is saying that the glass was smashed in where the murder happened, where the alleviation where he was alleviated. So they found the glass there 2 days later or something.
Okay.
Where the defense is saying it happened here. So if it happened here, how can the glass be there? So she didn't hit him, basically. So the brake light would be here. So there was no accident because she never reversed into him. So the state to say she reversed into him, and that's what broke the taillight broke as she bumped into him. That's how he died. Where the defense say no, this is how she broke that glass. Is here.
Gotcha.
But as you can see now,
that's similar
play
to
forward.
Her being used to commit the murder of John O'Keefe. It will all depend. They need to be able to put her in the area at the time in question. They need to put her in the driver's seat of the vehicle that was.
So you see there, again, people will look at that. People will look at that and say, "Well, no, actually, you can see the scratch there. You can see a little bit,
Wow. Wow. And it's in a blizzard. I mean,
some people think it's that. Will say it's that bit there, but I mean,
yeah.
I don't think you can see this side, Tony, if I'm being honest, because there's a black mark there as well. So, and that's the black mark there. So,
wow.
As I say, you interpret it as you want. Really, there now. It looks fine.
Yeah.
Unless let's just say it's the top bit here. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know either.
so
Those taillights just are not that easy to break.
it's Tony. It's absolutely fine. Tony says it's different. That's absolutely fine, Tony. I mean, this is the beauty of it. We all look at things differently, So as I say, there's a lot of people will see it as different and will see it as broken. A lot of people see it as no issues. Like I
Right.
don't think we don't see as much of an issue here. So everyone looks at interprets it different. So uh, what do you call it?
That's true,
Let them
Shauna.
argue it. Let them argue about it in court. Would it break easy if it was cold outside? Don't know. Jonathan. See, Mexi's coming in. The right looks broken.
Yeah.
And I don't think the other side looks red. I think it looks black. Red and black.
Yeah,
Timing
everybody's
question.
going to see something different.
They're all going to see it differently.
It will all depend. They need to be able to put her in the air.
There, I don't. You could say that patch there, maybe that
Yeah.
small patch there, but then where is it here? Why can't
That's what I was wondering. I don't see anything.
No, the car doesn't move. There's nothing on the ground, and also there's a black patch here as well on this.
Yeah, it looks like
Over on
two
this side.
separate lights. Like it doesn't look
Yeah,
like
it
it
does.
wraps around. It looks like there's a right,
Yeah,
like there's one in the back, and then there's a break, and then another light just to do the
yeah.
side.
So this is where So Shauna says it's broke. Emma agrees. The other side's all red. I disagree. I think it's, as Franky described it, it's in two pieces, the same as what this side is, two pieces. So again, it doesn't matter. It's everyone will look at it differently, So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but also it might
How
be a case
interesting
of
that it would. Hmm.
go over there. But also, what I was going to say, Frankie, is if it is broken, who's to
Hmm.
say it broke there? Who said it broke there? It could have been broken over in the house. Do you
Exactly.
know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it could well be broken,
And
but
if they're
it doesn't
saying
necessarily
he
mean
was,
it broke there.
if they're saying he was run over, how would that break the tail light?
So it bumped into him. So she reversed straight into him. So he must have been like bent over or his back to her, and then smashed into it that way. I
Gotcha.
presume.
Back into him. Okay.
But as I say,
And that
the
would be
experts are
the
going to come back.
only. So they're saying that she backed into him, and the only thing that they were able to possibly put together is a broken tail light.
Possibly, yeah,
Okay.
possibly.
Okay. Possibly. Yeah.
But we still don't know what else they're bringing. Do you know what I mean? We still don't know what else they're bringing. This
Yeah.
guy who's commenting now saying about we don't even know if Karen Reid was driving and
Was
stuff.
driving. Yeah.
So there's that point as well. So as I say, I'd like to think that I push back a little bit on my streams because people will just go one way normally in my streams. I'll push back a little bit to say if there's a broken tail light, we don't know where it was broken, and I don't think it was broken here.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think there's
so.
much damage. No.
No. And the fact, in order to break that tail light, that car would have, it didn't move. It would feel that jolt.
Yeah.
You'd see that bump. I don't see it. I need to find a light to punch now, Jonathan.
Jonathan. So, but that's the beauty of all this. Do you know what I mean? I value everyone's opinion, but
Absolutely.
you can see here that I was going to say sensible people, but would Mexi be sensible? I'm not sure, but Jonathan's 100% more sensible. We all see different things. I mean, we've just both said that we don't see, like here. Oh, hang on. That we see it as two pieces.
At the timing.
Same as this side. Same as both sides, but then others see it as one piece. So,
And you just don't see, you would think if this is what happened, and obviously they're saying that it was broken and it's missing there. So where we don't see the taillight laying there. And if you look like at the tires, it does look like I mean, she didn't bump it. The tires are still like a foot or two away
Yeah,
in the snow, like
yeah,
those original marks when she backed up. So he, she, whoever's driving.
yeah. He should well resume is her, but yeah. So anyway, it's one of those things that we can all debate all day long here. Uh,
Right.
that's why I always say it's important. Please have your own opinions, make your own judgments on it.
Oh, yes.
Don't. I see so many people on not on the stream, but in on Twitter and stuff like that. Like if you have a different view, it's like you get abused for it. Stick to your guns. Don't listen to other people's views,
Oh,
but stick to your guns. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
You know.
And I mean,
Um,
different opinions is basically what we want because it always somebody else's opinion might just tweak a little thought that adds to what you're thinking, what you're believing. Or you could go, oh, I never thought of that.
mhm.
At the think tank, I just say that, no question is a bad question. There is no wrong answer unless it's a rude answer,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Or as I say to
Yeah.
Erin Hack, if I disagree with Erin Hack, I'm always right. She's always wrong. So that's all you need to remember. No, but it is this is the beauty of streaming. I think this is the beauty of um, having a community. It's having respectful people, having different opinions, and if as long as you
Absolutely.
can take it back, it's fine. But I do see people get agitated when he disagrees. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't have it everyone agreeing with you all the time. You've got to take it both ways. So
You do. And that's how we learn. This
yeah,
is how we learn. And even when we get talking about, the Jennifer Coffendoffers and the Turtle Boys,
yeah,
I just don't put those opinions into my process.
yeah,
They
no,
say things, I'll research it a little bit maybe and see what I believe, but I do not take anything anybody says on these platforms as gospel. You just can't.
no. Do your own research. I mean, that Snooty Goosey
Mhm.
document is fantastic. Make sure you go through it
Yeah.
yourself, read it, look at it, make your
Mhm.
own interpretations of it. Don't go by what Coffee Duff is saying. Don't go by what Turtle Boy's saying. Um,
Mhm.
just do your own thing.
Coffendorfer I don't see her very often look as upset about a case or a situation as I did in this last video. She looked like she was pretty worked up, and I haven't seen that before. I found it pretty interesting that she is putting out that opinion so strongly.
Yeah, she's the same with Brian Kohlberg as well. She's got very strong opinions about him as well,
Absolutely.
which fine. But I've always gone with innocent unless proven guilty, and the same with I
Absolutely.
said from the start the sub story with Turtle Boy. Whatever you think about
Mhm.
him, he is still innocent unless proven guilty. Let him have his day in
Yeah.
court, and hopefully that puts to bed everything on
Yeah.
that, and we can actually concentrate on Karen Reid herself then and this case because it's happening March 12th. So as I say, every streamer in the world will be streaming it.
Will be
So
after this. This is March 12th that this
yeah,
is going to happen.
yeah,
Okay.
March 12th. March 12th. So I believe you got. I'm not sure where Sarah Boone's going to be. I don't know when that one's going to be. You got Karen Reid March 12th. Um, and yeah, there's a few more coming up as well. But as I say, there's going to be a
Oh,
lot,
are you
lot
gonna
more.
do Sarah? Are you gonna do Sarah Boone?
No, no,
No.
no. You
Okay.
should do it. It's one of the. I'm not interested in her. I've had enough of her antics. To be quite honest with you,
Fair
I've just
enough.
I'm over it. But there are people here like
Yeah.
Sarah P and stuff like that that literally are looking forward to watching it. So you should cover it.
Yeah.
It's something that people are interested in. Just not my cup of tea whatsoever. I was interested, but it's gone
Yeah.
now. Like it's a circus now, so I'm not interested. There's so many other
Well,
cases out there that I'm more interested in. So
oh, there are so many cases coming up this year. It blows me away.
mhm.
Right now, I started with one, and that's the one that Tony brought up. Um, so that, well, let's see here. another case that's really interesting because this guy is literally defending himself, and there's a good possibility that there is corruption involved, and that's the treehouse murder
Yeah.
trial. Yeah. So with that one, I'm just going to carry on with the Jennifer Dulos case, and I'm going to abbreviate, like I'm going to shorten up everything that's going out with on that treehouse murder because all of these cases are just sideways,
Yeah,
you know, and so many this year. Koberger, Richard Allen, and the Delphi case to me is a passion. Those little
hmm
girls.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
so much
No,
content.
there's tons,
Need.
and that's why I'm not interested in Sarah Boone because there's so many,
Mhm.
I think, better worthwhile cases out there that I'd rather stream, like the Krieger
Right.
one I'm streaming now. I'd just rather give them a platform than give Sarah Boone a platform. So, um,
Fair
but
enough.
it will be popular. It'll be popular, and I encourage you to
Absolutely.
stream it, and I encourage people to go watch it with you and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Well, this one
okay, I
I'm
know you.
working on now, they're thinking 7 weeks. So I'll have to play it by ear as to how I maneuver everything.
They say 7 weeks, but probably before that. Hopefully, my
Yeah,
one's not
looking
be
at
done until March, middle of March, start of April. So I've got the same issue as well. So Harmony Montgomery, that's another one that everyone brings up. I don't remember.
absolutely.
I don't remember. So this is what I mean. I'd rather stream something like that over Sarah Boone. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
um,
I'd like to see, I mean, we're talking about Adam Montgomery. There's another one that I would love to cover because I
yeah,
mean, that little girl needs justice, that sweet little thing.
yes,
And it's
yes,
just, whoa, the
yeah.
monster.
I agree. I agree. Right, I know you got to go now. So I
Okay, well,
will.
thanks for helping
No worries.
me.
It's
This was
fine.
awesome.
That's fine. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit, just to chat
Hmm.
to people if they want to stay around. But Frankie, go follow her. She's doing another trial right now, so you can follow and watch that if you want to. There's no Kariga trial today, so we've got a bit of a free day. Harmony, absolutely. So yeah, thank you, Frankie.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for
I hope the
having
trial
me.
goes
It was
well.
great. Don't
See you
forget
later,
to
Frankie.
subscribe to Dylan. We'll see you guys later. Bye for now.
See you later, ta Frankie. So there's Frankie. I appreciate her for that. Hang on. Do. I think I'm trying to figure out how this is done. That was fun. It was fun. Look, I hope that you guys know me well enough to know that I'm going to push you back on stuff. Do you know what I mean? With the tail light and stuff. It might well be broken there, by the way, but I'm going to push you back on it because, why wouldn't I? In terms of, in terms of, um, oh, happy birthday, Tim. Happy birthday, Tim. Hope you're well, Tim. Right, I'm going to get a members only one stream, and I'm going to play the Turtle Boy one if people are up for it. So, we're four. So yeah, look, I've got no opinion on this, to be quite honest. I don't know enough about it, So I'm just learning as I go along. Like you got pros like Erin Hack here, just like knows a hell of a lot more than I do. That's why I wanted Dave. I hope you've all watched the video with Dave, because that was excellent. I thought he was amazing. Um, so yeah, right. So what I'll do is, let me set it up then. I'll do a members only, and I'll play thing. Josie, you little minx, you. Josie, you minx. Thank you so much, Josie. That's way. You don't have to do that. But thank you very much. I'm just going to set this up on StreamYard. Create live stream. I'll just do YouTube there. By video. Members. Yeah, schedule for now. No. I'll do it now. Quit live stream. Okay. So thanks to Josie and who got him? Who got them? Dundee, Tim, Shauna, Perry, and Sandra. Oh, that's nice. And to be fair, all of you actually engaged, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, thank you, Josie. Right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back here and redirect us to go straight into the other one. I'll play the video then from Erin Hack. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Oh yeah. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Erin Hack, Hack, Hack. Oh yeah. Right. Right, let me close this down then. You should get all redirected now to the other stream. So in 1 minute, you should all be there. So you should all be redirected. Wendy H, taco, 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 taco. So hopefully you get there. Yeah, I shouldn't have to post a link. You should all be redirected there. So right, see you there. Free Zachary Anderson.